Hi, everyone, and welcome to our show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I'm the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. Can you tell it's Mercury retrograde? I'm a Gemini rising, so it affects my speech.
Well, hey, speech pathologist here.
There you go. Could have used you when I was younger. Anyways, my name's Michelle Marie. I'm from Astrological Tarot, and I am a Vedic and a Western astrologer, and I am also a tarot reader, and I'm so glad that you guys are here with us today.
And I'm Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, and I am a Reiki master, crystal master, Celtic Shamanic high priestess, and a channel and oracle. Glad to be here with you.
Hey there, guys. My name is Renata Zimmer of Readings by Renata. I'm a medical intuitive, a psychic medium. I am also a counselor and a coach, so I incorporate all of these things into my readings. And thank you so much for joining us.
Awesome. So you have a dream team that you can ask questions to today. All right. Well, we already have one in the queue. Did you guys want to go ahead and answer it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. This one is from Kay. And Kay says, "Hi, ladies. My question is more of a connection spiritually from my past neighbor in childhood. Her name was Carol, and she was very kind to me. Can I ask if she's okay? She looked after me, so that's why I ask. If you are able to connect with her, that's awesome. I knew of her passing later in adulthood. I've been thinking of her lately, and I hope that she knows I'm thankful for looking out." And then she says, "Thanks, ladies." Okay. All right. Well, we've got a medium in the house, so we're going to let Renata start the show.
Okay. Hi there, Kay. Good to see you. So, yeah, I mean, upon reading your question immediately, I got tingles. And yes, very much she is around. I feel like she comes around often and she checks in on you and she makes sure you're okay. She's there for protection. I feel like you guys had, like, you have past life connections. You definitely have been connected in a number of past lives. So this is someone that you knew before, that you have spent time with before. I hadn't drawn any cards yet, but oh, that's so funny. Okay. Literally, as I was talking, this is the card that I pulled out. Now, this is more of a love deck, but it says spend quality time together. And literally, as I was saying this is the card that I got. So you guys have had spent lots of time together in previous lifetimes, and you definitely have a very strong connection. I feel her energy around you for sure. When you're thinking of her, she's actually around. So that's a way of her letting you know that she's there. She just wants you to, she's just there to kind of make sure you're okay. She comes to check in on you, basically, Kate. Let me see if there's anything that I wanted. Tanys, are you picking up on anything? I'll see if I can draw any cards that are relevant, but let's see if Tanys is picking up on anything in the meantime.
Yeah, I feel like that you may have been sisters in a past life, actually. Seeing, like, castles and that kind of time frame. So probably, medieval times that you had a lifetime together. Although I feel like there's more than one lifetime.
Yes.
I just feel like that's one that was very prominent for you. Likely because you were sisters. I think there was probably I'm feeling like some sibling rivalry in there. So this lifetime was more about you guys reconnecting and evening up some of that karma between you. I did pull some cards for you as well. So maybe I'll go ahead with that. Is that okay, Renata?
Yeah, sure. And I'll just read mine later.
Okay. So I got, I send you loving signs through nature. And so watch for those beautiful butterflies. There's a beautiful butterfly on this card. So watch for those, because that's one way that she's getting through to you. And I'm hearing that it is the blue butterfly, as opposed to like a monarch or a white one. I'm hearing that it is blue. So when you see a blue butterfly, blah, 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 we might all need you tonight, Renata.
Slow down.
When you see a blue butterfly, I believe that would be her. She's saying, my mind is free. So you see those beautiful clouds there. My mind is free. So she's in a good place now. She's sending us a thing that she's launched her journey, right? And she's also passing. I'm feeling like that she's launched her journey, but she's also saying you're launching a journey, and that's coming. And I think, see, this is part of where I was getting the past life healing from. So I feel like the past life, that's what you were doing in this life. And so that's the karmic effect, but she's flying free right now. Okay. So no need to worry about her. She's all good. Renata, do you have anything more?
Yes, I do. I drew some cards, and it's so funny. Again, trying not to cackle here, but I got this follow the signs card because she does send you signs. Absolutely. Trying to see if there's anything significant in the imagery. The Lemurian deck here. I got this home card. So I feel like you guys, in terms of what Tanys was talking about, it is very likely that you guys were sisters, and that I feel like there were several other lifetimes you were, and I think you were like very close friends, like best friends. I'm seeing, had very
that was
close,
one of the other ones.
Yeah, very close relationships in these lifetimes, and so she kind of feels like home to you. Again, nature, connection to nature. And Tanys mentioned, just seeing if there is any other significance here. She's here to remind you to love who you are. And there's also the butterfly.
And a lot of blue.
Yeah, a lot of blue in there. Blue. And finally, this is kind of the imagery that she wanted me to pick up on, because that's kind of a good
beautiful.
Oh, someone's cackling in the background.
Yeah.
This is kind of like, if you want to imagine what it's like for her right now, this is a good representation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. Michelle? Yes.
Okay. So I got a lot of cards that tie into what you ladies said. The first card I got was the 11th house. So this has been a friendship, again, from not just this lifetime, but past lifetimes. You have known Carol before. Okay. The 11th house represents your tribe. It represents soulmates on a level of friendship, of connection. Like you vibrate at a very similar level. Okay. And then I got the alchemist, very blue. Okay. So what she helped you do is take the leaden aspects of your personality and reveal the gold within. Okay. So she kind of helped you kind of slough off some of the stuff that you needed to slough off here on the terrestrial plane so that you could soar high. So because Renata mentioned past lives, and so did Tanys, I asked, where were they in a past life? I got galactic.
Mm-hmm.
All of the cards basically that Renata held up had a galactic quality to them. You guys have known each other for a long time. Okay. If you know anything about star seeds, do some research, because you guys have a connection from a past life that goes way back, another galaxy. Okay. And then I got the male female card. So you've switched roles a few times where you've been the male, she's been the female, she's been the male, you've been the female. And that's just here on a terrestrial plane. In other planes, there's all kinds of genders. But on this plane, you've gone back and forth supporting each other in different bodies. So I thought that was really cool. And yeah. All right. Well, we hope that was helpful, Kay.
And there's some connection there to the Pleiadians.
Perfect.
Yeah. In terms of the galactic. Yeah.
Okay. So look up Pleiadians, Kay.
Okay. And she does know that you're thankful, and she's aware. As to the second part of your question there, the end part, she does know. She knows, and you can talk to her because she can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, Kay said, Carol was a kinder, older woman to me and my family. She looked out for me. She died from HIV. We're sorry for the loss. Wow. Her home was next door, and she was kind to me. She didn't need to. She was just a kid. So very, very like soul spirit, soul connection there. So that's really beautiful. She was there to support you, Kay. I love that we got to tap into her today. Beautiful. Okay, so we have a tipper. It's Miss Rachel. So she's going. If you're behind Rachel, just to let you guys know how the show works. If you tip, you get ahead of the line, because we only have about an hour to give you guys some readings, and tips get priority. Okay. So Rachel's question is, hi, I want to ask about an audition for NDR freelance spot in Hamburg. Is it worth doing? Thanks. Okay, let's start with Miss Tanys.
Well, I'm feeling like it's worth doing the audition. Fresh start, starting fresh. So that balance, okay? Starting fresh, and it says, a wonderful new beginning is blossoming in your life. Okay, and it's going to help you to emerge into grace. Okay, I'm feeling like the audition is a great experience for you. And with this, the fresh start card, that certainly would mean a change. So if you were going to be moving to Hamburg, that would definitely be a big change. So let me just ask what this fresh start is in. Now, that's more about your spiritual journey. So hearing your spiritual messages. And let's see if this deck will give it. I'm seeing this one while I was doing the other. Does it have anything to do with children? Because there is a children card that came out. So either it has something to do with children, or you're going to be doing some spiritual healing on your inner child. Or else you need to do some spiritual healing on your inner child. Because the other one we had was hearing spiritual messages. And so when I get those two together, that would indicate some healing on that spiritual, on the inner child. And speaking to your inner child and having that kind of conversation will help you heal. I'm also hearing that you need to speak to your higher self about this. So sitting in meditation and just allowing the messages to come in, because you do hear messages from spirit, and just allowing them to tell you what it is that you desire, because it's about what you desire and you can manifest what you want. Right? So I would say that the experience of doing the audition is yes, it would be a good experience. Awesome.
Excellent. So the first card I got for you, Rachel, was spiritually driven. It's the 12th house from Monte Farber's Karma cards. Okay. So this will be a spiritual, transformative kind of experience for you. It's all about seeking oneness in all there is. Okay. So I said, what kind of a spiritual experience is it going to be if she travels all the way to this other country? And from the Wild Goddess Oracle, I got the butterfly. Blue butterflies seem to be a theme in the readings today.
They do. Transformation. That's what butterflies are about.
Yep. Allow yourself to leave behind the past and what is no longer necessary so you can truly be the person you have worked so hard to become. So this will be a beautiful and transformative experience for you if you decide to do this. Okay. But know that it will change you on a spiritual level. So be ready for that. Okay. And then Tanys mentioned inner child work. So I said, what are maybe some self-care things that she can do to work on the inner child? And I got positive affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you look at the card here, there are beautiful words written all over her body. Okay. And she's at peace and her aura is radiating, rainbow. She's very balanced in her body and with herself. So in order to kind of ground yourself in the present, I'd recommend doing some positive affirmation exercises with yourself. And it really helps to look in the mirror when you do them as well. Okay. Tanys recommends them and they're amazing. So just standing in, and the Ho'oponopono. And yes. I came ready this time, Tanys. Okay. So if you're wondering what the Ho'oponopono is, the Ho'oponopono is a traditional Hawaiian mantra that when said can help reflect upon oneself, and it incorporates compassion, redemption, repentance, and appreciation with 4 strong phrases. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Sorry. I love you. Okay. So there you go. You can do the Ho'oponopono. Awesome. You can also make a list of things that you love about yourself and look in the mirror and just say those things out loud. I know it'll sound a little silly at first, at least it was for me, but over time you'll see that it really does have a positive effect on your well-being moving forward.
Very powerful.
It is.
And look yourself in the eye while you do it in the mirror.
Yes, right in the eye.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rachel, I mean, intuitively, just before I even look at the cards, I feel like a change of scenery would be good for you because you've been a little bit stagnated where you are. And it's been kind of making it more difficult for you to like receive that inner guidance and really connect to it. So I feel like a change of scenery in general would be a good idea. And I don't know if you've thought about possibly moving, but I feel like it might be a good idea right now. Well, maybe not right this moment, but at least consider it, because right now there's a lot of chaos still. So maybe wait until the Mercury retrograde is over at least.
Yes.
But I don't know if you can see, but this is the dragon spirit. And it says on there, you can't really see in the camera, but it says change. So that's one of the first cards I got for you, change. So this is just basically reaffirming that right now is a good time for change. I also got this choices card, and look at this kid there, Tanys.
Inner child.
I actually feel like, yeah, there is inner child, but in addition to that, and Rachel, I don't know if you've considered this, but I feel like your energy is very good to be around children. And I don't know if you've considered being a teacher of children, but I think that this card also speaks to that. So that might be, I know you've been contemplating over all your different, your various career options. And I feel like that might be a good one as well. Yeah, there are lots of little like fairies and sprites and stuff flying around. You can't really, kind of like up here, can't really see them very well, but there they are. And I think that just speaks to like your child, like again, the inner child, the child's inner spirit, connecting to your child self. And that's not a bad idea either, because sometimes you can get so bogged down by the decision-making process, you forget what life is actually about. I was just thinking about today, you know, how we allow ourselves to get, I don't know, start feeling very heavy because we get caught up in all these like day-to-day mundane things. And when you really step back and you think about it, you're like, you know what, that doesn't even really matter. It doesn't really make a difference, but we allow it to kind of run our lives often. So just a little bit of a tangent. Oh, right. So right now you are stepping through another kind of, like Michelle was saying, another transformative time. That's the Lemurian deck. Rachel says, yes, I teach music privately. I like working with kids part-time.
Yeah.
Okay. I do. So, and then I got a couple of like these kinds of cards for you. The seer, as Tanys was saying, you do have intuitive gifts. You do have messages coming through. I think that you kind of get in your own way sometimes, though, because you tend to kind of, you get a little bit anxious energy and get stuck in your head instead of kind of connecting to your body and your gut. But it's there. This card says the seer, future prospects, decisions to make, seeking guidance, which is everything that you're doing. And finally, I also got this visions card, which again speaks to psychic thought, images, clairvoyance, seeing, out-of-body travel. So you definitely get these messages coming through. I just think that you get a little caught up in your head. So would this audition be a good idea? I think it would be a good idea just to get you out of your environment, if nothing else, even if nothing comes of it. I think there are other benefits to it. So we all say yes.
Okay, and just to let you know, astrologically, Mercury is in retrograde until February 3rd, so no major contracts or huge decisions before then, okay? And then Venus is in retrograde until the 29th, so don't call your ex, okay? All right.
So you've been calling him already?
Uh-oh. Did you start before the retrograde, or?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Venus retrograde's a fun one. That's what a lot of people color their hair, too. Okay.
Oh, I've been thinking about.
I did. You guys haven't said anything.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it the other night, and I'm like, I can't believe it. Venus retrograde got me again. Okay.
Well, it looks great, whatever color it is.
Thank you.
It does. Yeah.
It does.
All right.
Can't see it. You can't see it that well on camera, though.
It's
lighter
darker.
color. Oh, it looks lighter to me.
Yeah, I'm a redhead, so I went dark. So,
Oh, okay.
Okay. So our next question is from Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Good to have you. Good evening, everyone. Looking for a reading specifically in the areas of my living situation and love life. Okay, so while the gals were going, I went ahead
Nicole's
and
my coworker.
Oh, do you want to go
nice.
first?
No, I just want to see what you got. I talk to her all the time. And, let's just see what you guys come up with. I'm just curious.
Okay, well, welcome, Nicole. It's great to see you. All right, so the first card I got was the star for relationships. Okay, so that's really good. Okay, if you're looking for love, this tells me that you have a lot of hope in your heart. Okay, there's someone in your life that is going to give you some pure love. Okay, it's a spiritual love, because the star is not just a terrestrial love, it's a spiritual love. Spirit is going to lead you toward a new relationship and also fulfilling creative work with this card. Okay. The star can also be a mentor that kind of rekindles your spirituality. So there might be someone in your life that is kind of making you think more spiritually. And whatever your situation, the star is going to bring you success. So that's really good. Oh, there you go. It's Renata.
You guys, as Michelle, as you were talking, my light just totally went out. And I think there's a little spirit trying to make themselves known for Nicole. Her grandmother's been around. And she's been messing with Nicole. She's been messing with her thermostat. And I think she was trying to make herself known there, Nicole. She says hello.
Okay.
My light just totally went out. It just went like fizzled out. I was like, oh.
Well, that's also Mercury retrograde, and it's affecting your 4th house of home. So that explains the wall that fell in your apartment too. That's a whole other thing. Okay. Yeah, we've had an interesting week, folks.
Yeah,
okay.
all of us have.
Yes, we're human.
Yeah.
So then I also got, what's kind of holding Nicole back a little bit. Okay. And I got the reversed faith card. This means infidelity. Okay. So you might have dealt with someone who might have not been the most faithful person in the past, and it shook your belief of monogamous love. Okay. So you could question your judgment and a choice of partner, or feel betrayed by a friend who's in kind of no position to kind of help you right now. So just be really aware of that before jumping in. Don't let it cloud your the star, because the star is very, very positive. The star is saying, yes, spiritual, awesome love. And your past is kind of creeping in and going, but what if they do this? Or what if you choose the wrong person again? Okay. Just kind of take that out, learn from it. Obviously look for red flags, because you don't want to attract someone, especially during Venus retrograde.
Michelle, that is so spot on.
Oh, good. Okay.
That's so spot on.
And so just for your life, I got the 9th house, which is travel. And then I got the South Node right after that. So if you're thinking about a trip or going somewhere, you're going to get blocked. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And I said, what's that going to cause? Transformation. This is not a good thing. This is a Phoenix moment, which you don't want when you're traveling. So if you're thinking about going on a trip or going, somewhere that's going to require a mechanical engine taking you somewhere, maybe just kind of put it off until the retrogrades or until spirit kind of gives you a better time for that. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Nicole.
Awesome. Hi, Nicole. So I did your living situation first. And what I got was simplify your life. And you'll see she's cleaning stuff on here. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. So I would say that it does have something to do with cleaning, not just your physical space, but also your emotional space. But there is an aspect of simplifying in terms of where you're living. I feel a bit like there's some sort of chaos there, or there's something that is not quite in alignment with you. And so I'm feeling like you really need to cherish yourself there. I accept and love myself. Okay. So doing some real self-care. Simplifying your life in terms of clutter around you, but also the clutter inside, right? So really just simplifying those repetitive thoughts, try and release those, try and let go. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. So it's really encouraging you to do self-love and let go of the stuff that's no longer serving you. And I feel like this was a crossover card for me when I was looking at it for the romance cards, which are coming. So I feel like there is something that you need to let go of in terms of a previous relationship as well. Okay. So you need to just sort of, there's some healing stuff there that needs to happen. I would recommend the Ho'oponopono on that previous person as well. Okay.
You do have,
awesome. You do have a soulmate coming. Okay. Yes, this is your soulmate that's coming. It may be a little bit because it says it's worth waiting for. Okay. So I would wait till after the Venus retrograde if you ask me. But you know, it is coming. So have faith and hold on to that positive feeling around it. Okay. Because you will end up being in the flow. Okay.
Aw, you guys. So it's just awesome listening to you, getting the cards that you're getting and talking about the things that you've talked about, knowing Nicole and knowing the things that she's been going through. And so, by the way, Tanys, she's like an obsessive cleaner. Okay, so she cleans like crazy. I'm always like, come over she's like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll come over to your house and I'll just help you clean. But it's more like the mental clutter and just being stuck in her head. That's really like a major issue for her. So let me see where I want to start. Well, oops, I drew a bunch of cards for you. So right now, you're craving, I got this card. I mean, I know this. You're craving a lot of freedom. And this is really like your spirit because you're being very bogged down by the earthly stuff, the small stuff, you know, and if it's like, it's almost like you can feel in your gut that it's almost not worth all the energy that you're putting into it. And like the day in and the day out kind of you know, just the cyclical kind of a thing, the daily grind. And it's not, you know, this is not about work because you're terrific at your job and you're passionate about it. And you go way above and beyond. But this is about like you just getting caught up in the daily OCD stuff. And your spirit's kind of crying out for freedom. And this card I got for you is the Beyond the Mind. So this is actually encouraging you to get out of your head. I know. It's easier said than done. And we've talked about how to do that a number of times. And it's a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's been a challenge for you. But see, Spirit is coming through to let you know that you are meant to work on this. You're here to do, that's one of your goals in this lifetime. Okay. I got a couple of these cards in terms of what you need to be working on. So there's understanding, but this is for yourself. You need to have more understanding for yourself, and you need to work on balance and stability. Emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, these things need to be kind of evened out, stabilized, because I know you're interested in what comes next in terms of your love life, and the girls spoke about that. But you have to work on finding balance within yourself too. And you know, because you're not someone who just jump into the next relationship. So this is kind of a big one for you. You're being encouraged to show vulnerability. So, you know, you got to let those walls come down. And you've been doing that. I will give you credit. You definitely have been working on that. So that's a good one. Keep going with that. Let me see here. So I got a couple of cards for you in my love deck, but it's interesting. I got the Secret card for you. And I think this pertains to you and some of the things you've been keeping to yourself. Nicole can be a little bit self-conscious about what other people may think of her. So she tends to kind of hold on to things rather than just coming out like, you know, just being honest about them. So I feel like this card is encouraging you to just let that go. There's no need to hold on to those secrets. You know, it's like I told you, most people are caught up in their own stuff. They're not going to be worrying about, you know, ooh, what's Nicole up to? Like, what is she hiding? I need to know. I need to find out. Is that Rosie or Fox?
It's Rosie.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hi, Rosie. Thanks for agreeing. And I also got this interestingly, I got this resurrection card for you. This is, I feel like this is a way, in this lifetime, this is a way, like it says, comeback, rebirth, renewal. So I feel like you're working on renewal and a comeback of sorts because you've been bogged down in this earthly body in a lot of ways. and so this is going to be a way for you to sort of flip the tables and start anew and start fresh. And you are, you're open to it and you're working your way through it, and it's going to take a while, but I feel like you are going to do it. Okay. And in terms of the love deck, I did get this new love card. Okay. So you do have a new love coming. And you will have a new love coming. However, you need to take a look at your relationship patterns and, kind of examine as you go along. Not examine, because I don't want to encourage you to get caught up in your head again, but like just pay attention to see if you're entering a familiar pattern, and see if you can be aware of it at the very least, because you want a very different kind of relationship this time around, for sure. And believe me, you are very much deserving of a different kind of relationship this time around. All right, Nicole, can't wait to hear from you at work.
Okay, well, you got a really long reading, Nicole.
I
hope
know.
That was really helpful. Okay.
I know. You know what? She's been trying to work up the nerve to ask her questions. She was so shy. And I'm like,
well, we're glad that you came, Nicole.
Yeah.
Thank you for
so
coming.
much.
Yeah. Okay. So Shem says, hello, beautiful ladies. Any message for me? And again, we put Shem toward the front of the line because she's in the process of tipping me via a link I sent her the other day.
Hi,
Okay?
Shem.
Good to see you, Shem. So I know you're worried about your marriage. And I got Libra, which is finding balance in relationships. Okay, this is definitely on your top of mind right now because you are in your sun dasha, and your sun dasha is in your 7th house of marriage. Okay, so I know that this is a big theme for you. And I got the empath. Okay, this is all about protecting your energy. Okay, see the little bluebird there in the rainbow, and she's in a very peaceful and tranquil place. We talked about some remedies, doing your remedies. That's going to help your head be in a good place. Okay, learn to protect your sensitivities, cultivate boundaries, create a safe space where you can, be of service and thrive. Okay, that's that beautiful empath card. Okay, so that's very important for you to know. And then I asked about the relationship. I wish I had better cards. I got the devil reversed. Okay. So there's a manipulative individual that is influencing you. Okay. It's unlikely that they have your best interests at heart. Okay. Regardless of what may have been promised or demanded, steel yourself against some really powerful persuasion, because this person is not good. Okay. And they're negatively affecting your marriage. Okay. So I said, all right, is there anything else that you can provide me with that I can kind of help her in any way? And I got the world reversed. So you feel like your world is upside down. Okay. And a lot of that is being driven by this manipulative individual. Okay. You might be hiding from love a little bit, denying a need for separation rather than risk the trap of nostalgia. You can be open to change and the opportunities that you deserve, because your world isn't working out for you right now. Okay. So, I know that the ladies have a little bit more for you. I am going to go ahead and pull a self-care card. Whoa, it flew.
I'm having cars flying too.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Okay. Oh. These flew right out for you, Shem. There's 2 of them. Okay. Oh, I got sweet treats. So if you're a cook, make yourself something yummy. And I got listen to your intuition. Okay. So your intuition will tell you what's going on with this particular manipulative person or situation. Okay. So, but yeah, to do a little bit of self-care, make yourself something delicious and do some of those remedies that we talked about. And hopefully that can kind of help you get through this little, okay. And I know the ladies have a lot more to say.
Yeah. So for me, it's all about you listening to your intuition. When I tap in, it's about listening to your heart. Okay. So they are speaking to you through your heart. When I say heart, I mean your intuition. And tapping into what your heart really needs. So what does your soul need and what does your heart need? Okay. Those are questions that are really great to ask, like every day, right? What do I need today? What do I need on a soul level? What do I need emotionally? So the heart level. And what do I need physically right now? Those are good questions to sort of periodically stop and ask yourself, okay? And your intuition will help guide you where that's concerned. So trust it. So it was all about your intuition tonight when I pulled the cards. Okay. And it says, my life is truly guided. So you see the keyhole there? See how everything is flowing? You're just on this side of that keyhole. So you're just having a little bit of, like it's a change of season. You see the leaves falling around that keyhole? It's kind of like you're in a change of season pattern right now, but you can see through and it's so bright on the other side. So they are encouraging you to expect miracles. Okay. You see here, there's the lotus, which is all about that positive change, and there's growth. So part of what you're going through is because you're going through a stage of personal growth yourself. And so as you're growing, it's changing how you perceive what's happening around you. And you're doing some of your own sort of healing journey. And so as you're doing that, it is creating that change and that growth. So expect the miracles that come along with that. Okay. And they're also saying they're encouraging you to take action. This one doesn't want to focus. Mm-hmm. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So I feel like this card is referring to the person that Michelle was talking about. So it's about boundaries. So there's somebody that's really stepping over their boundaries, and it is affecting your marriage. Okay. And so taking action just by creating your own boundaries is going to make a difference. And then you can really expect miracles to happen. Okay. But it's about you learning how to do those boundaries. I know that you're a strong empath, and, you're very intuitive. So that makes it even more important. I mean, all three of us we've been through all of this. We've had these conversations about being empaths and how it's really difficult when you're picking up on everybody else's feelings, that really those boundaries and that shielding or the tubing are really important for you to put into place. And that's going to help you to not be manipulated by this person. But the more you're aware of it, the less power they have over you. So just be aware of what's happening, and you'll be able to put the boundaries up where they're needed. Trust your intuition. Okay? That's it for me tonight.
You're done for the night, Tanys?
I am. I'm done. For Shem, anyway.
Okay, Shem. Hi, it's so good to see you. Okay, so I got this Sunlight After Darkness card. Okay, so this is just to give you encouragement that the tough time you're going through right now is temporary, and it too shall pass. And, it'll get better. And I also pulled this Delight card. You will have some joy in your life. And that is coming. And it's always available to you. It's always possible. I got this fairy energy card. Okay. And like Tanys is, I know. And Tanys is talking about growth, expansion, a flowering of sorts, right? You are definitely going through a period of growth right now. And that's part of the reason why it's so challenging, as we all know. Those truly challenging moments are really what facilitate our biggest growth and transformation. I also got the Sleep card. So if you choose to take a leap into this transformative period, you will find ecstasy, bliss. And you are I really like the imagery here. And this is a good thing to imagine when you close your eyes and, maybe you go to sleep or you do some meditation.
Expansion and freedom is what it feels like energetically.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see. I put a bunch of things for you, but I just want to focus on. Oh, here's a reminder for you, Shem. You are limitless. Okay. Again, more butterfly imagery, but there are lots of animals. It's like a unicorn and swans and just these galactic celestial kind of images. And it says you can do anything you choose. And this is a reminder. I feel like this is an important reminder for you that you have the freedom. These all kind of fell out together. Have faith. Don't forget to have faith, because everything is working out exactly as it needs to. All right. Trust your faith in the situation is what it says. And by the way, as Tana said, turn on your heart light. I pulled that like almost at the same time as you said that, Tana.
Cool.
So again, like Tana said, because you are intuitive and you get the messages coming through, all you have to do is connect to them. That's all, most of us really have to do is get out of our own way and connect to the messages, because we are all receiving messages all the time. And this is an important one as well for you in this time, is ask for help. When you start to feel overwhelmed, ask for help. It's okay. Not only is it okay, it is highly, highly recommended. And I know that you've been there for others and for your family, and you've taken care of everybody else, but right now it's time to take care of you. Okay, Sham?
And I'm getting tingles on that one. So.
Yes. And Tanys, like you said, now I'm getting tingles, because it says, what do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Like Tana said, ask just kind of like take a couple of minutes for yourself and just ask yourself, what do I need right now? And give yourself permission to feel what you're feeling, first of all, and to ask for support, because you know what? You deserve it just as much as anybody else. Okay. You're not here just to be a servant for everybody else. You've done so much for everyone, and it's not about them owing you, but just you reminding yourself that your value is, you're up there. It's not for everybody to stomp all over you. So please, please, please take good care of yourself. Ask for help when you need it. Try to push through the feelings of discomfort there. I think that was pretty much the main message. I had like so many different cards pop out, but I think that was the main message that Spirit had for you.
And I got a crystal actually for you. So a garnet. This is like a tiny one. But I'm feeling garnet for you. And that's going to help you to feel a little bit more secure. That asking for help and security is all about that root chakra, safety and security. And so the garnet's going to help you to tap into that energy too. Okay.
Yeah, this is the month of the garnet, so that's perfect. Okay. All right. So, Marshall, you've been very patient. You are next. Marshall, can I have a reading, please? Okay. So while the gals were going, I pulled a few cards for you, and Saturn flew out of the deck initially, so something's blocked, which I thought was interesting. And I said, what's blocked? And I got Cancer. Now, Cancer represents intuition. It represents the mother, the home. Okay. So I said, can you give me a little more information? And I got children. Okay. 5th house, creativity and children. So if you're experiencing some blocks in these areas, just kind of breathe, work through them, push through them, and know that this is just Spirit kind of testing you, because I got Pluto. Pluto is transformation on a huge level. I mean, it's the type of transformation that occurs when that transcends lifetimes. Okay. So if you're having issues with home, with children, kind of family stuff, it's because you're transforming on some level. Okay. So then I got this little kind of relationship twinge. Okay. And I pulled from my relationship cards, and I got the Hanged Man. So that explains a lot. Okay. The Hanged Man represents that you're going to have to look at this problem from an entirely different angle. See how he's upside down? That's what Pluto is making you do. Pluto is turning you upside down and forcing you to see it from a different perspective. The original Hanged Man is it's Odin, the Norse god Odin, and he was suspended for 9 days from the world ash trees so that he might receive the gift of prophecy. So what Pluto is doing is he's kind of turning these areas upside down for you so that you can begin to see them from a more spiritual, broad, eagle eye perspective. Okay. I'm also getting that you might be discarding a dream or revising your expectations about a relationship. Take some valuable time out and find emotional replenishment with friends and family. Don't make any big decisions now because Venus is in retrograde. Okay. And then I said, what, support or can I kind of give her through all of this? And I got that you're a really strong person. I got the strength card. Okay. She's literally crushing a pillar. Okay. You have a very strong spirit. So, basically, patience is going to be needed on your part through this process. I know none of us like to go through that. But restraint is what you're being asked to do. Okay. Keep calm, rather than being consumed by, the changes that are happening. Wait a little bit. Befriend your strengths, and your weaknesses will empower you to find love. So your strengths, basically what I tell clients is, I point out all of their strengths, and then I point out their weaknesses, and I say, see all these strengths over here? This can help you with the weaknesses. Okay. Especially when you're undergoing transformation. So resentment, disappointment, those things evaporate when you tap into those gifts. Okay. And I know that the ladies have a lot more to provide you. Okay.
It's funny because as she was saying how strong you were, this came out. So let go of control issues.
And that's Pluto. Yeah.
Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So that's about the romantic aspect of things. I was feeling like there's something to do with that as well. So that's why I pulled one of those. There's something else that you're struggling with, though, and it feels like a personal, internal kind of struggle that you want to unpack is the word that's coming to mind. And so they do have it's interesting because I had two cards that say look deeper. So this one here, caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding further. So if you've got something coming up for you that you're sort of on the fence about, this is just cautioning you to just maybe hold on and not make a decision right now. Doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. I wouldn't say it's not, but there's something that you need to know about it first before you jump in. Okay. Because the next one was looking deeper. So there's two looking deeper. So there's something that you're dealing with or that you're trying to make a decision about that you really need to look deeper into. I think that it's calling you to do the research, make sure if you're doing some agreement that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's, because there is something there that you need to know before you jump in. Okay. I just feel like it's like what they're showing me right now is like a puzzle with a piece missing. So there's a piece that you need to figure out what that is before you make a decision. Okay. So it's not that I'm not telling you one way or the other for the decision, but what I'm saying is you need to find that piece first so that you can make an informed decision on whatever that is. Right. And then let go. Those fish swimming. I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. So I feel right now that you're in a bit of an ebb, and that's giving you time to do this looking deeper. And as you do that, you're going to find that inner flow, and then that's really going to help you make a difference. Now, I do feel there's a spiritual aspect to this. This is often my spiritual communication card. So you're making a difference by speaking your truth or speaking about your intuition. So I encourage you to tap into that as well. Okay. Hope that's helpful.
Hi, Marshall. Okay. It's so funny. I had the internal exploration card, and I don't know where it went. But that was one of the first ones that I actually got for you. So as Tanys was saying, I also have the same thing pop up that you need to kind of go inward and do some, just do some feeling out. I always say feeling out, not figuring out, because it's not an in your head kind of a thing. It's more of in your heart and soul kind of a thing. This is actually the first card that I got for you. It's slow down. Slow down so that you are at a pace where you can actually, so that it's quiet enough that you can actually hear the messages coming through and hear the guidance coming through. I just feel like if you slow down, you can resolve so many of the issues that you're experiencing. I also got that this is a time, this needs to be a time of healing for you. Okay. you need to heal from something. And like the ladies were talking about the block that you've been experiencing, you need to heal that before you can move on. I got this sanctuary card. You need to have a space of your own, a safe space of your own, where you can go and you can meditate and you can be calm and you can be in the silence. And I think it'll help you a lot to go through the healing process and to, you know, to learn what you need to learn so that you can kind of work your way through it and process it internally, process it in your body, and release it. And again, I was trying not to cackle here, but I got the surrender card. Like the ladies are talking about, is you need to surrender to this process because it is happening for you, not to you. And you will be you already are growing through it. Okay, so try not to swim upstream. Try not to fight it too much because this is happening whether you like it or not. And also, like Michelle mentioned, I got this communication card. Is that you need a supportive network right now. You need to have people in your life who can be there for you and that you can talk to and you can like really open up to, and you know that they're going to listen and they're going to, maybe it's not even necessarily about them giving you advice as much as it is about holding space for you. So if you have someone in your life like that, that would be an excellent time to reconnect with them. I think that was about it. I mean, that was really the main message, is that you do need to take the time to heal and just kind of take your time with it. You know, it doesn't need to happen overnight, and it won't. Yeah, and see if you can try to be flexible and try to go with the flow, and don't try to control everything that's happening. And if I think the ladies and I both, like we all feel like you've been kind of trying to control it a little bit, and it's not gonna happen the way that it needs to happen if you keep trying to control it. So just kind of let it go and let it happen as it needs to happen, and everything will work out.
Awesome. We hope that was helpful, Marshall. Yeah, Pluto he's no joke. He's obsessive and he wants you to go really, really, really deep. Okay. So we hope that was some good advice for you. Okay. So guys, really good news. Jennifer. Hi, ladies. Can I ask what is coming for me in the next week? My daughter's surgery was a success. Yay! The mass was not cancerous. She's recovering now. Now, I remember I pulled some cards for you, and I remembered what I pulled for you last time because I pulled very similar cards. So the first one I got was the mask. Okay. And it's neither you nor anyone else involved in your situation had a clear picture of what is happening, what will happen, and what will happen. So there's still some uncertainty regarding your daughter's case. Okay, there's still some things that you're going to need to work for, like where did that come from and what's causing it and other effects that it had on her body, blood work, etc. So there's some things that are maybe weighing you down still, but there's need to celebrate because I got the Wheel of Fortune again for you. Nice. I got this the last time for the mass in her stomach. So Spirit is really watching after your daughter. They are, she is divinely protected. The angels are with her. There is a whole healing team, not just in the terrestrial, but in the astral realms that are working on her body. Okay, so that's really good news. All right. So what goes up must come down, and down and up, things are up. Okay, so if you have these little niggling worries about your daughter, celebrate because we got the Wheel of Fortune for you again. Okay, and then I got, well, what advice can I give to Jennifer in this coming week? I got the High Priestess. Okay, this is all about tapping into your divine intuition, and I know Tanys she's laughing. So, okay, let's see here.
Coming into your power.
Coming into power. There you go. There you go. Okay. So there you go, Jennifer. Coming into your powers. So really tapping into that divine intuition, finding out, where you stand as far as whether tapping into clairvoyance, clairaudience, whatever tends to kind of work for you. The spirits that are around your daughter do want to communicate with you, and you do have some gifts that can help you do that. So whether it's breaking out a tarot deck or meditating or just getting involved in some spiritual practice that helps you tap into that intuition, that's what I suggest for you. Okay. And then I said, is there anything else that she needs to know? I got connect with your womb. Okay. So I know that your beautiful daughter came out of your womb. But this is a little bit, this goes a little bit deeper, so if you haven't had a checkup in a while, go get one done. Okay. Connect with your womb. This is also a very, divine feminine energy. It rules the sacral chakra. So doing some energy work with there, I'd recommend carnelian for you. I'm sure Tanys probably has that next to her. So she has every stone on the planet, but I'd recommend carnelian for you. But just pay attention to what's going on with your reproductive system right now. Okay. And know that your daughter is going to be okay. And the guys are trying to tell you, you just got to tap into them. Okay. Hope that was helpful, Jennifer. Okay. Tanys, there it is.
There's
Carnelian.
Carnelian. It's an orange stone. It's got a beautiful energy, lots of creativity. And the sacral is all about creation and stuff too. So that's that divine feminine energy. And the high priestess, that's what you had, right? The high priestess card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So very much about that creative feminine power. So I started off with healing cards and Jesus, divine healer. So when you're talking about people helping your daughter and that the healing team around her, yeah, Jesus is there. Raphael is there. I'm also getting, there was some, I don't know whether you follow star seeds, but there was some Arcturian guides that were there for her during the surgery. And a lot of angels is what I'm seeing around her during that. So there was lots on her spiritual healing team, as well as the other. And I got that you're leaving a stressful situation behind. So I would say that's good news. And the coming into power card came up, which is all about tapping into that intuition and also about, stepping forward with that confidence of the high priestess. And how do you do that? Well, you need to just let go of some of the stuff that's holding you back. There's some stuff holding you back that's keeping you from really stepping into that power. And you notice in that card, there's a lot of energy coming down. So you have all of that coming down for you, all of that light. So just tap into that light, okay? And I think that's also going to help you on another front, cultivating prosperity. So the abundance of the universe is pouring into your life. And so, abundance is an energy thing. It's a frequency. So the more you can tap into that, the more the abundance is going to flow. And I think that's going to help you with your situation with your daughter, I believe. Right. And so know that that's coming. So this is also about seedlings there. So there's that's cultivating that growth in yourself as well. And I think that's what this situation has really brought forward for you, is how do you grow in, it's like growing pains, right? When we go through stress and when we go through these kind of situations, if we can take out the good parts of it and learn from those, that's where you're going to cultivate those little seedlings of growth, that personal growth. Okay. Because that's how we learn, is going through challenges. So the more you can look at that and learn at what to do, what not to do, or, just on a soul level, how did that make you feel? Do some self-exploration where that's concerned. That's going to really help you cultivate that higher vibration, because abundance and prosperity is a high vibration as well. Not as high as love, but definitely higher. And so the more you can tap into that, I think it's going to benefit you for your personal growth, your financial growth, and as well your situation overall, so that you can let go of that situation. Okay. I'm so happy for you, though. Really happy. Thank you.
Yay. Oh man, I love these two beautiful ladies so much. I just get such a kick out of listening to you guys.
Love you, honey.
Thank you. We just revel so much in doing this for you guys. You don't even know. Jennifer, so by the way, congratulations on the great, amazing, wonderful news. I got like lots of positive cards for you as well.
Mhm.
I got this green man card, and it says rising energy surge fertility. And I don't know if there's something about the womb connection again, but I feel like it's more regarding, just good news and kind of just keeping yourself in that positive space. I feel is really important. And the other thing that I was feeling coming through intuitively, especially when Tanys was talking about everybody who's around your daughter, which I also feel, there's something very special about your daughter. And that's part of the reason why she has so many different beings watching out for her. She's meant to do some really important things here. And on the other side too, I feel like she's a very special spirit. And she has a lot of protection around her because of it. Also, I'm getting this resurrection card, and there's a lot of that throughout the cards that I received, is that right now is the time to, it's a comeback, rebirth, renewal. This one I also got before for someone else. And so this is very good as far as I'm concerned. These are some really excellent cards.
That rebirth thing ties into the womb card
yes.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I feel like there's more meaning there than just the checkup. There's something else. I feel like there's like a birthing of something, and it could be an idea you have, or some sort of a venture, like a business venture even. But there's something happening, maybe like just something you feel like, an idea that you feel really aligned with, that you're thinking about, like actually taking a step in making it more tangible, doing something with it, like taking action, basically. I feel like there's something about you connecting through the crown chakra, and this is something to do with your gift as well. So you opening that up and connecting to the other realms, connecting to the angels. Is what you're being encouraged to do. And underneath it says the unlimited self. And by the way, cackle, starseer, right there, like Tanys was talking about, star seeds. And you guys both, I think you and your daughter both have some, very special qualities about you. So you both have a lot of these beings looking out for you. And again, I have time to restore. For you, this is a time to restore because you've been through the ringer. Okay? So this is a time for you to really take a rest and allow yourself to come back and relax a little bit, because I know that you've been under so much pressure and have been experiencing so much tension. Right now is a time for you to actually give yourself a break. And I got this wonderful card. Water flight.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if you can really see the imagery here. But it says, heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. So this is as good as it gets, pretty much, my friend. All of these cards are very, very positive for you. We're seeing a lot of good news. And while Tanys was talking, I was kind of like, there's one more for you. And it's like Tanys also said that, I don't know if you could see, but there's, it says courage on this card. So there's something about you giving yourself credit for having been as strong as you have been, and just move forward with courage. You've got this. Okay, Jennifer, you're good. Everything's going well, and no matter what happens, we hope that you take solace in the fact that you have so many beings watching out over you and for your daughter. All right, Jennifer, hope that was helpful.
Oh, Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us. And Joey Luna, he's another reader. He's from Portugal. He's been talking of of a storm in my my YouTube channel. Love you, Joey. He said she's a rainbow child, and look at that.
Yeah.
So your daughter is a rainbow child, and that explains why she's got Jesus. She's got all these star beings. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better team. around your daughter. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then just to let you guys know, we do have to go because it's been an hour. I cannot believe it.
Oh,
I know, but I did pull a couple of cards for you, Joey. He said, how can I help people? And so I basically, I pulled Leo, be a leader. Okay. There's a lion on there. You know, if you got kind of a Leo personality, the world is your stage. And I got spend time with animals. So if you have a heart for animals and, you know, our furry, scaly, feathered friends, this is what Spirit is calling you to do. So I thought that was really beautiful. So being a leader and an advocate for animals. So I thought that was really neat. Did you guys want to add anything else? Okay.
Yep.
I know Joey is such an amazing soul, you guys.
Hi, Joey. It's nice to see you. So speaker, right? So spreading.
That's the Leo.
Spreading your stuff, right? Leos are very, very like that. So it really goes with her card. So you have a life purpose involving skills of oration. So if you're doing readings and stuff, that's speaking, right? So that they're encouraging you to do that. There's also a component for music. So your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. So I feel like if you're using that, those solfeggios are coming through for you, right? Making sure you're supporting yourself. I know when we do this kind of work, we can feel a bit drained after really doing some of that contemplation meditation time with some of those solfeggios and dwelling in your truth, right? The more you dwell in your truth and step into that leadership role, the greater difference you're going to make, and you're going to clear those clouds away. Okay, and it says, I stand in the light of truth. So keep shining your light. You have a beautiful energy.
thank you, Tanys. Hi, Joey. Okay, so first of all, I mean, I right away felt also that you have a very strong spirit and you have that leadership kind of spirit, which all three of us, I think, you know, have an affinity with as well. And we also understand what it's like when you have that and all the kind of trials and tribulations that might involve before you finally get to the point where you feel like, okay, this is what I'm meant, you know, this is part of me and it's okay. And like you actually allow yourself to be that leader that you were meant to be. It's not easy because there are lots of different people around who may feel intimidated by it or who may not react, you know, in a way that you might want. And sometimes it's difficult to kind of just keep going with it. But you definitely have some very, very strong leadership skills there. And that's part of your gift. And it's not meant to be like you trying to control others, but you are actually you are meant to share your gifts in that way as a leader. And so I actually drew this acceptance card for you. And I think this is for your leadership skills. And if you see here up here, there is like a phoenix. So this is meant to be kind of like almost like a transformation for you, or like a new start. You're meant to be, you know, an acceptance of your gifts, including the leadership role. And talking about like how can you help people? So I got two cards for you. I got Healing the Earth.
Perfect.
Card Beautiful. For you. Yeah. I feel like this is very, very big for you. Love, humility, respect. And so you are very much a friend of Mother Gaia, and you're here to kind of usher much more of that for others. And just kind of, you're like really passionate about this stuff, and you're here to spread a lot more of that message. And also I got this heart chakra from the Lemurian deck, which you are like all heart. So it says unfurling back to love, but like you just, you know, you need to just keep connecting to that heart chakra because that's what you are. That's your essence. It's all of our essences. But this is really your special gift too. And you have a way of, it's almost infectious, you know, when you're around other people because you have such a big heart. So this is how you're asking, how can you help people? You already do all the time. So just keep being yourself. That's basically how you can help people, is the best way that I can put it. Okay, Joey?
And if you're not aware of it yet, you are a channel. So, you know, I mean, the tarot, yes, but really a lot of your messages are coming through as their channeled messages. So
Absolutely.
I'm seeing like your whole team sort of standing around you, and they're like talking through you, really talking through you.
It's
So strong channel.
Tanys, this is as you were talking, this tree of souls, and he's very much connected, and it's like the earth connection, but it's also like being one of the branches or one of the leaves on this big tree, and so you've got this big support system behind you. But you're a being of light too, and absolutely, yeah, you channel constantly. It's so second nature to you that you don't even notice anymore. So,
yep.
Awesome. All right, Joey, we hope that was helpful. And I got that, I know you said you moved to Portugal. I don't know how long ago that was, but Spirit told me it was really recent. So I got Libra, finding that balance. Okay. So before you step into these leadership positions and you try to help everybody in your environment, that Gaia love that you have, give yourself a little bit of time to get settled. Okay. Yeah. So that's just what Spirit told me in the interim. Okay. All right. We hope that was helpful, Joey. Take care of you. All right. So we are off
Before we go, I just wanted to say, so Jennifer said, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you all, or how much your time and sharing your gifts mean to me and helps me. Jennifer, we're so glad that we were able to help you and help you get through this really difficult time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for coming and for supporting us. And Sherry, hi, my friend. Thank you so much for the compliment. That's all I want to say.
Okay. Yes, Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us. And we could not be more thrilled for your daughter's prognosis. That is the best news ever. Made my week. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yes, we are actually headed over to another fabulous show. It's Grateful Goddesses. Here's the link here, pulver.com, and you can join us. It's a live Zoom show, and you can ask questions, and it's just absolutely fabulous. It's headed by our friend Karen. So please feel free to join us there. And we hope you guys all have the best week ever. My name is Michelle Marie. I am the owner and operator of Astrological Tarot. I am a Vedic and Western astrologer, and just have a great week. We're here every single Wednesday, so please come back if we didn't get to your question.
Tanys Coughlan from the Twillow Lifestyle Community, and I'm thrilled to be here. I'm Reiki Master and Celtic Shamanic High Priestess and Crystal Master channel.
And about 50 other things.
I'm really honored to share all of our stuff with you and to share your energy. So it's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Renata. It feels so funny saying this at the end, but I'm Renata Zimmer of Readings by Renata. You can reach me at readings@renata.net if you want to book a session with me, or you have any questions regarding what I do. What else? I'm a coach and a counselor. I'm a speech language pathologist. I'm a classically trained musician. We're all a lot of different things here. And we're so thrilled to share our gifts with you and to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week.
All right, please join us next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, Mercury retrograde. And we are here at 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. All right. Take care, guys. Love you.
Bye.